for God. Turntablists, official turntablists of the battle rap community. Female battle rap movement. Let's talk about it. We got a topic. We got a topic right now for this week, for this day. Jazz the Rapper, arguably maybe the greatest female battle rapper of all time, has given her 2 cents on a situation that I believe, in my estimation, in my opinion, was spearheaded by some things that Yoshi G has recently said in her visit to New York City at Gnome 15. And I think I don't want to use the T word. I won't say triggered Jazz, but it motivated Jazz to say some things that I believe that was already on her mind for quite a while. Jazz is not one that we know to be a rabble rouser over the last 14, 15 years, not a troublemaker. She's not messy. She's very professional, very direct at the same time, supportive of the whole battle rap community and all the battle rappers, especially the female battle rappers. And just someone who always pushes the entire culture forward for the most part, from what I've seen and what I've gathered. And she never means any harm to anyone. But she says some things, and she was very forthright with everything she said on the podcast with Geechee Gotti. And shout out Last Second C. Shout out EK. No disrespect to Utah, inside joke. Anyway, she said some things, and 99.9%, maybe even 100%, I can't disagree with damn near anything that she said. I remember there was a time where Jazz the Rapper didn't battle for quite a few years. And we missed Jazz the Rapper. We missed her performances. We missed her being in the mix, but she was never a stranger. She's always been around, even when she wasn't battling for a while. She was at all the big events, a lot of the smaller events, all the female events. You know what I mean? Giving a word of advice, a word of caution to different females that were just starting out or ones that have been here for a while. They're having a hard time elevating to the next level, whatever that level is that they're looking to elevate to. Jazz was trying to help a lot of women get them there. Very supportive of a lot of league owners. She's just really championed battle rap on a male and female level for quite a while. And during that stint where she was not active, she was very helpful towards female battle rap. And anyone who's really tuned in and dialed into what's going on with the female battle rap movement over the last few years can see that Jazz the Rapper was always a part of it, even when she wasn't rapping. Then we complain. We're like, okay, is Jazz afraid to come outside? Has she lost her fervor for battle rap, for rapping? Or is she just taking a break? What is it about Jazz where she does not battle or doesn't want to? Is it a money thing? Is her career more important? You know, often you would hear different battle rappers that are not battling Jazz put her in their lyrics, in their bars. You know what I mean? Just little, trolling little side jokes about her occupation, her working as a dispatcher for New York NYPD, I believe it was at the time, and her living at home, and then the angle about her being a virgin longer than all the rest of these women in battle rap. And it's always like a light shot at Jazz, because after a while, I think a lot of the women and some of the men too, they start looking at this Jazz damn near perfect in battle rap. Is she perfect, period? There's no perfect person on the earth. But a lot of people started, kind of pushing that little image on her, like, oh, little Miss Perfect type thing. You know what I mean? Now she don't even want to come out and battle rap. She ducking Misfit. And when's the Misfit battle going to happen? And, all we heard about is the importance of us as a fan base of battle rap, especially female battle rap, being privileged to see a battle between Misfit and Jazz. Will it ever happen? If it's going to happen, We trying to count their pockets and their purses, trying to figure out what they would take and what's too much for them to be taken, what's not enough. And we went through this for a few years. And then, from what I understand, a couple platforms that were privy to talk to each one of the female battle rappers, top tier, goddess tier, Misfit, and Jazz, about actually putting together, putting this thing in motion between Misfit and Jazz. There were talks with a couple platforms, from what I understand, and it never happened. It never transpired. So, after a while, most of us were over it. Okay, maybe this is never going to happen. And Jazz came back outside full time and started stacking up accolades. She came back and took on women and men. She took on both genders. You say she don't face enough women. We said she don't face all the matchups she hasn't had. She went through half her career not battling much. She was around for many years and not even battling but once or twice a year. We're lucky enough to get that. Then she stopped battling for a while. Of course, you're not getting any battles when she's not battling. And when she comes back, our biggest thing, like, yeah, she's great, but at the same time, she act like she's scared to battle. We threw that on her. We put that on her jacket. Oh, she don't battle enough. So she started battling often. I won't say a lot or too much. She started battling as often as the rest of the females, if not more, taking on all the big names. Then it was like, oh yeah, but should never really be solidified in a upper echelon of battle rap, just battling females. So as she said, she took on all your favorite males, all your god tier greatest males. She took them on. Arguably beat all of them or most of them. Gave great battles, never stumbled or nothing. Had one hiccup when she made her debut on Chrome 23 against Big K. Big K got that victory, and then y'all wanted to smash it. Y'all finally found a chink in her armor. She ain't perfect. She ain't perfect. Hell with Jazz. She lost the battle. First time on Chrome 23, she got smoked. I don't know if she got smoked. She didn't win. I don't know if she got smoked. She had a good performance, but K was cleaner, had the better material that night. He was the winner. She admitted it in the building. You know what I mean? Okay, so she has a clear loss. A lot of people believe her and Official is one of the greatest battles of all time. That was so long ago. A lot of people perceive that as a clear loss to Jazz. Then after that, before and after that, in between, like, it's hard to put some losses on Jazz. Jazz might have a 95% or better clear victory rate against male or female. So then, we look at it now as, let's face it for what it is. Is she the greatest female battle rapper all time on paper? Or at least in our hearts and minds? Possibly. It's an opinionated sport. But like I said, she came back to take on women and men. And then what we complain about, now she's battling too many men and not giving certain women a chance. And that's something that Yoshi touched on. I understood where Yoshi was coming from. And I actually liked it because if Yoshi didn't bring Jazz to her boiling point, so to speak, we would have never known all this. Well, yeah, we kind of knew most of the things that Jazz was saying anyway, but we would have never heard her express herself the way we always really wanted to. I won't even call it a rant. Yeah, it was a rant. Did she spaz? I don't know if she spazzed. As far as Jazz is concerned this week, can I call it a rant? Did she spaz? She spoke out and she spoke from the heart and she spoke with facts. She spoke with statistics. She can back up all of her claims. And this is the way she really felt. And she wasn't only speaking on her behalf with the things she said, but on the behalf of female battle rap, she was setting the record straight, so to speak, is the way I took it. And come on, she's won a Wody, in contention for another one. The Wody voting like a half year late. She said she was like her and Coffee, like, and Hustle, like maybe the only three women that's really campaigning for their own Wody run and trying to put some energy into this whole thing, and it just don't seem like people are interested anymore. And with Jay Black about to fold this thing up, this whole Wody Cody situation, it just don't seem like the female battle rap fan base and community really care anymore. At least they're not showing it, or not enough for jazz taste, or for that matter, I think I could speak for Hustle and Coffee too. The support is not really there like it used to be, especially monetarily. And Jazz was upset about that, and she spoke out on it. Jazz is someone whose freestyles on major platforms go viral. You know what I mean? She's just an all around great MC. She might be the greatest female battle rapper we've ever seen in our life, pound for pound. It's arguable. There's a few of them that you can put in there. There's some names. I won't go through all that, but the consensus is she's top three all time, maybe number one. She does other things. She's an actress. She's good at that. She's a career woman. She has a lot of, from what we can perceive, I'm not on the woman's business, but she got a lot of freedom that other women don't have. I won't get into it. And she gets attacked on that too. And that's her lifestyle. She lives a lifestyle that's comfortable to her. She does what she wants. You know what I mean? Let's call her a boss. She is what she is. You know what I mean? But for the most part, we know Jazz to be drama free. You know what I mean? She doesn't shake a lot of shit up. She's not in a bunch of mess. She's not a messy person. She's not involved with a bunch of BS. If she is, it doesn't hit the battle rap community. She keeps her private life and this stuff separate. Um, she's not toxic. That's the word I was looking for. We never saw her as a toxic person. She only brings positivity to battle rap and upliftment to female battle rap, especially. She supports all female battle rap. I've seen her. She goes hard events, low tier leagues, upstart leagues. With one female on the card. She came out just to see the female. More than likely, gives a lot of advice to different females. So you can never say she's not in support of all the females. You know what? And Jazz watches more, maybe more battles than most people, but watches more female battles than everybody. I watch a lot of female battles. I'm in the building for like a great majority of female battles over the last 10, 15 years. But wherever I'm at, I usually see Jazz there too. You know what I mean? All across the country, running to her everywhere. And she's supporting, almost look like she's scouting, but she's not. But she'll tell the truth too at the same time. She knows who's not ready. She's on the top echelon of this thing. She knows who's biting. She knows who has a ghostwriter. She know, she's in that inner circle where she knows all this stuff. She just keep it to herself. She knows who's ready for the next step, who's not, who's got potential and could use some work, who's ready right now and they holding her back. She knows all the politics of this thing we call female battle rap. And she's well versed at all this. You know what I mean? With that being said, there's not much scrutiny you can have towards Jazz. What is she doing wrong? Like, for the most part, she's doing everything right for her career, for this culture, and for the females. I don't understand why so many people are usually feels like there's animosity on the inside of a lot of people, not just women, some men too. Enmity. I don't even want to say the J word. I only want to say jealousy. It's like enmity between themselves and her. For some reason, they always trying to find something to put on Jazz, some type of negative connotation, some type of just trying to take the edge off her greatness, one reason or another. You know what I mean? Then she's a very attractive woman, and then you got to find something. Oh, but she got a big head. Oh, it just, it's just always something, man. It's always something. But like I see, she's drama free for the most part. She supports all female battle rap. She might be the biggest female battle rap supporter on the planet. As she says, she's second next to Debo, and I gotta agree with that. We don't have to get into it. It might not even be debatable. Babs, Debo, Vegas, they do their thing. Queen of the Ring all these years for a decade and a half. But really, Debo really cares about the ladies, man. He really does. And between the two of them, it's their sport, man. You can sprinkle in a lot of the other women who are pioneers and built the backbone of female battle rap acapella as we know it today. You know what I mean? I don't have to go through all the names, the QB Black Diamonds, the E Hearts, the Shooty the Rappers, you know what I mean? I could sit here and name names all day, you know what I mean? But the Farrahs and the Dana Ashleys and the Coffee Browns, the Miss Hustles, the 40 Bars. I ain't trying to leave nobody. You get where I'm going. There's so many of them, but Jazz and Debo really championed this sport for many, many years, taking nothing away from any other woman and men that had anything to do with putting the energy and the eyes on the sport of female battle rap. But them two, they really, really love it. They love the women, and they may be the most supportive, the most dialed in, tuned in. At this point, Jazz says she is female battle rap. Don't ask her what she can be doing for female rap, battle rap, what she can do to make it better. She feels like she is the personal embodiment of female battle rap. That is the trilogy. There's hip hop, battle rap, and jazz the rappers, as far as she can see it. I might be paraphrasing, but and trolling a little bit, but it's pretty much true. She is the backbone of this community, or one of the backbones. She says she's still building her own brand. So, like, why would she reach down and try to pull every woman up as far as blessing them with a battle when she's been doing that anyway right now? You want her to reach down even lower to women who are obviously not prepared for that or not ready. Even though any given Saturday or Sunday, there's no such thing as an upset. She's not unbeatable. It's not like a lower named female battle rapper is not capable of beating Jazz on a good day. But we don't see Jazz have too many average days. That's the thing. I'm not trying to ride her, but I'm just telling the truth. But I understand her reasoning. She's like, I got so many other big battles that y'all say need to happen and didn't happen yet. And just battles against opponents that she wants to battle that hasn't happened yet. For her legacy, while this thing is still going on, like she said, it could end tomorrow. She got some goals. She got some people she got to see. And I'm sure she's getting a pretty penny. Her purse is pretty big for battle rap. You know what I mean? I don't know exactly what it is, but I got an idea. I've always heard rumblings. You know what I mean? If she's not number one paid, she's top three, probably number one for real. But with that being said, she ain't getting a little bag. This is big bag Jazz. So her money earning potential, what she's saying is she's not going to downslope. She's not going down on her pay to give people a chance to help female battle rap. That's not her role. She don't think that's her role. There might be some other women that could do more of that, but if they don't want to, they don't have to. You can't bully or put that pressure on somebody. There's no rule book to this female battle rap ish. You know what I mean? As far as how to be booked and what battles to take. These grown women, man, they're not. Let's just face it, there's not too many women in their 20s no more in female battle rap. Even some of the rookies are like 36, 31. Female battle rap is occupied. Female battle rappers, the rosters are occupied by women in their 30s and 40s, and that's just what it is. Ain't no teenagers, ain't no college age students battle rapping anymore. And the ones we did have, now they're in their mid 20s. We watched them grow up. The Nucci Chinks and the Eons and the women of that ilk, of that caliber, they've been around for quite a while now. A lot of them came in the last decade, pre-pandemic, before the bubble babies, as we call them, the women that popped up during the pandemic when most people weren't outside. They were there before that, but I don't like to call them relatively new, but they're not relatively new. I'm talking about that class of women that came in between 2017 and late 2019, like the end of last decade, but really started making noise during the pandemic, the actual pandemic, 2000 to 2020, 2020 to 2022. Those are the women we thought would take over. Even the top tier veteran women thought they would be in the mix with them. The majority of them did not graduate. And that's another thing Jazz was saying. There's like it created a big gap in skill set and levels. Those tiers is a big gap in between where Jazz and the women of her ilk or her levels at, and the women that we thought would graduate and get closer to that level. It never really happened. A lot of them never got past the middle of the mid tier. They'd expect at least a handful of them by now to make it. Talking about a woman from 2017 to 2019. Only Cody out of that, only Wody that you got out of that bunch was Coffee Brown. You got some legitimate names out that bunch, like a C Breeder lyricist, a Yoshi G, a Lady J, and a few other noteworthy women to mention as far as scraping that top tier level, almost there to that top tier level. But for the rest of that class, it really never happened. And a lot for different reasons. I'm gonna just be real with you. A lot of them women that we thought that would graduate to the next level, there was a lot of maternity leave going on this decade, which pushed, it's just nature. There's nothing wrong with it. It's always great for Black women to procreate, make families and stuff, but they weren't able to rebound as quick as they did before they became with child. You know what I mean? So that pushed female battle rap back a lot. A lot of people don't. That's the elephant in the room. There's about 10 to 15 women that delivered children that never really got back to the status that they were, and damn sure didn't surpass that status since they had a baby. They got a life. You know what I mean? They got children to take care of. They can't be out here taking every bag, moving across the country and being underpaid. Man, they got careers and families. It just didn't work out like that. And that kind of hurt the growth of female battle rappers as far as the rosters on female battle rappers and the status and the standings and the ratings and the power rankings. It just you think it's the same females all the time. It's there's other extenuating circumstances as to why it is like that. It's not just that the women ain't showing up or they not getting booked or they not outside, they don't want to battle. They too busy, and it's the least lucrative point it's ever been right now, especially after caffeine breaking down and the major leagues not really throwing battles anymore, and King of the Dot wasn't woman friendly for the most part, only doing tournaments, and sometimes they it wasn't no shot on King of the Dot. I love him over there, but that wasn't their thing. RBE started getting that way, and then RBE stepped back. RBE was doing a great job of booking females in this decade. Not so much the previous decade here and there, but this decade they're doing a wonderful job with that. Wing and Lawrence and ARP and what have you. But now that situation is no longer here, it's even less. Queen of the Ring is having less events. Chrome 23 is having more events, but less females for the most part. It's hit and miss with the females. The Trenches tried it, did not work out. I can go all day. I'm not pointing fingers and what have you, but that's just the state that we're in right now. And with the women that went on maternity leave, it hurt it. I'm gonna tell you why it hurt it. Because the newer women that came after that class, the women that came in between 2020 and 2024, those classes have not elevated. It's just what it is. They still, most of them, they're at where it just, mm, nah, nah. as a whole, that 2020 to 2024 half decade class, that 5 year, them 5 years right here been rough for female battle rap as far as the newer talent. There's a lot of them have potential, but like Jazz was saying, they stumbling and choking too much. They're not prepared. I don't know if they're not serious enough. They just don't get it. Uh, the timing. I don't know. If someone needs to prep them. They didn't have mentors, male or female. They didn't have mentors. When I say mentors, I don't mean no ghostwriters. Another thing Jazz was saying has definitely been happening forever, and she just kept her mouth shut about it. She knows who the ghostwriters are. She's tight with them. They do tell on you ladies. They don't keep a secret. And she says this is a fact. Y'all look past that, but try to find all the wrong in her. Jazz basically is saying she owes nothing to female battle rap. She says stop. She's insinuating stop asking her what she can do for battle rap because she is battle rap. She's the personal embodiment of female battle rap. Excuse me, when I talk about female battle rap, you gotta say Jazz is probably the face of it. I mean, they call Casey the face or other Bardashian sister, but really, it might be Jazz. Jazz might actually be the face of female battle rap, figuratively and literally. Quite possible. It's up for conjecture, but quite possible. Yeah, she says it's too much choking. It's just these women now are not prepared, and she doesn't believe that they deserve the big looks like they think they do. You got to earn it. She says you got to get out there in the field and earn it. And the way to earn it is to be active and win some battles and be clean while you're doing it. Bring in a fan base and get yourself some views. Be marketable without being super messy and toxic and negative for the culture. What can you do for the culture? Not what the culture can do for you. That's all I have to say about Jazz. Now I just want to touch on some problems in the female battle rap movement. Of course, a lot of women's goal is to win the Wody. 99% of them know it's not happening. How can I say this and be respectful to everyone involved in the process of Wody? 99% of them know no matter what they do, they don't have a chance of winning that thing. But they take a lot of pride in being considered the top 15 in the world. They want to make the cut on that top 15 list. That's what the biggest argument is on the night of Woman of the Year, top champion female battle rapper of the world. You want to at least be in the top 15. All the work you put in, the sacrifice you made it as a female battle rapper all throughout 2024. In July or August of 2025, you don't waited a half year for this to happen. You want to know that you at least were considered by the culture one of the top 15 best female battle rappers in the world that previous year. The panel does a good job. No doubt about it. It's a hard job. I wouldn't want it. But realistic thing, they got their mind made up who the top 4 or 5 are, and it's gonna be one of them, and it ain't gonna be all the rest of the women. And understandably, they make the argument as to why. But the shame is there's over 100 active female battle rappers every year that actually battle. We talk about the same 10 to 15, and then about the same 25 to 35 are getting the bookings. They're the only ones getting booked multiple times within a year. The other 65, 70, 80 women, they just fall by the wayside for one reason or another. A lot of times it's their own fault or of their own doing. Other times, other situations, you just got a lot of different platform owners and league owners. There's hundreds of leagues, thousands really. couple thousand, but there's hundreds of leagues in America that are active battle rap leagues. They just don't book females, and when they do, they book the same old ones. And that's what Yoshi was saying, and I agree with Yoshi G 100%. I know where she was going with it. Somehow, it got aimed towards jazz, or we perceived it to be aimed towards mostly jazz and other top tier females. But I'm glad Yoshi G did stir the pot this time because she did ignite jazz to say some things that need to be said anyway. It was a blessing in a way. Yoshi pissing off jazz made jazz put it all out there and it gives us something constructive to talk about in regard to the female battle rap movement, the FBR. A lot of women are not getting booked because a lot of these platforms, I won't just put it, some women too that run platforms, but it's mostly a male dominated thing when it comes to platform proprietors and battle league owners, so to speak. They don't follow female battle rap. They just know the same names. They're not privy to it. I notice because at least 20, 30 of them hit me up on the regular asking me to find them some females that are up and coming or interesting enough to give them good battles, and or asking me about females they don't know about that they heard about, or they just don't watch it. They really, there's just not a whole lot of support for female battle rap no more. There really isn't. Was Queen of the Ring moving slower? It when Queen. Let's just be honest. When Queen of the Ring was at their best, female battle rap was lit. When Queen of the Ring decided to take their foot off the pedal, then it started going down, and that's just what it is. Other leagues try to pick it up and carry it. They couldn't do it alone. You know what I mean? It was a different level, and the female battle rap culture has not grown in this decade. It was hotter last decade. It was through the roof last decade. 2010 and 2019, it was incredible. Everybody loved it. Even those that didn't watch it, when they took time to see it or get around it or watch it in the building, they enjoyed it. They just don't like it anymore. And I can't be mad at, can't be upset at a battle rap fan base for turning their back on female battle rap if it's not interesting to them anymore. It has to be interesting. And maybe it's not interesting seeing the same old women booked all the time, but they deserve to be booked. They put in work and pain all these years. They deserve to get that bag, the little bag that's left. They deserve to get all of it if they're consistent and they keep coming out giving us good performances and put up the numbers and put up the views and get a return on investment, or ROI to the the platform proprietors and league owners. They making people money and making themselves money, and they're getting older. They're not getting younger. More responsibilities, more life. You know what I mean? More on their agenda, you know what I mean, in life. So yeah, it's become a job to them because you know, they got to fill out tax forms and stuff. This is real. They just not sliding $350 in a Roach Motel no more, like a lot of different league owners was doing. You know what I mean? Backyard battle league and all that kind of, you know what I'm saying. It's different now. Them ladies is getting to them four figures on a regular. They getting four figures for one rounders now. I'm talking about, our top ladies that give you return on investment when they battle. I can't condemn them for getting booked all the time. They get booked so much, a lot of them got to keep turning it down because of the date conflicts with that, or they battled 3 times in 2 weeks, and they become like Danny Myers. You know what I mean? And a lot of them are able to handle it. Some of them aren't, but they, they need the bag, or they want the bag, or they want the notoriety, or they building their legacy before they retire. A lot of them at the end of their rope, man, they've been wanting to go. A lot of these top name female battle rappers been wanting to get out of here, man. But y'all just now throwing the bag or keeping the bag steady. Why should they go somewhere? And the other ladies that didn't advance, that are not getting that bag, is you're finding out, ladies, it's hard to be that consistent as the women that pioneered this culture and the women that pushed this culture and built this culture. You just, I'm not trying to say all of y'all don't have it. As a movement, y'all don't have it, or you're not showing it, or you're not. I'm not gonna say you're not ready. Y'all paying dues, but y'all didn't pay dues like them, and it's obvious. And I was one of the main people in female battle rap culture that was really believing in most of y'all, or a good amount of y'all. Still do believe in y'all, but I'm not gonna say I'm disappointed, because who am I to say that? But I wanted more by 2025. For about 2025, y'all, female battle rappers, they came in between 2017 to the culture in 2022. I wanted more for y'all in 2025. As a grouping, it didn't happen. It's not happening right now. Only a few of y'all got through that gauntlet, maybe a handful at the most. Besides that, it's the same women from 2009 to 2016 we've been seeing. That's the ones that's flourishing in female battle rap. And some of the brand new talent, I see the potential. I'm behind y'all, and I'm rocking with y'all way harder than I'm rocking with the top tiers, because y'all need somebody in your corner. 99.9% of the battle rap so-called media and the reporters, they gave up on y'all. They only interested in y'all when y'all battling that evening, when you step off the stage. Then they might give you an interview and they might put it out a month later. Ain't taking no shots. So none of my people, none of my brothers. Just telling how it is. But who is supporting y'all, checking up on y'all, sharing your clips, sharing your quotables, reporting what happened in the building, all throughout the internet on different internet platforms when other battles are going on, bigger events and bigger cars are going down, but who is still posting what you did tonight, despite URL has an event tonight, or TBL. You on Small Room Battle League, who's reporting? I'm still reporting. I'm still trying to help y'all grow too. I'm still putting light on female battle rap. I don't need no pat on the back. Y'all know what I'm doing. Those that know, know. But where's the rest of them? They only come around if you got a big battle against a big name. Then they'll show you some light, or if there's some type of drama, a potential fight about to happen, or someone got punched in the eye, or someone broke up with someone, or you messing with someone's spouse or something like that, and then all of a sudden, then they want to cover you. Where they the other 364 days of the year? Where is the battle rap media covering the female battle rap movement? Where are there was quite a few, and during the pandemic, it was the most support the media had for female battle. We had, but see, now there's just two sides of that. A lot of you female battle rappers ran the good people away. You ran some good media figures away. I ain't gonna get all into the business. You know what you did. A lot of we talk. A lot of y'all ran them away behind closed doors, behind the scenes. Y'all pulled some stuff. Y'all did some dishonorable things. I'm gonna continue to mind my business like I've been doing for decades. I ain't gonna get too deep into it, but it's two sides to that coin. Battle rap media quit on female battle rappers, and a good amount of female battle rappers used and abused the few media that was covering y'all real strong and really supporting y'all and they was doing things for y'all behind the scenes. You know what I'm talking about. They was doing things for y'all, and y'all disrespected them. Y'all disrespected a few of them. You ghosted them. You said you were going to do certain things. You didn't do it. Respectfully, you ran them out of battle rap. A lot of y'all ran some good media out of female battle rap, and there's some good females that are female battle rappers don't get the support because a lot of different media platforms don't cover you unless they can get some views and get monetized off it. I'm just gonna say that. I don't care about the money. I do it for the love. Straight hip hop. And female battle rap is a great part of hip hop in my estimation. Jazz ain't say too much that wasn't 100% truth. Jazz was on point. You can call her rant. You can call her spazzing, preaching. She dropped it. She dropped the science. She dropped the science on us this week. Shout out to Jazz the rapper. But I think I covered a lot here. It's like the State of the Union for female battle rap part one, damn near. You know what I mean? Feel free if you'd like to send a donation to a brother. $1 or 2 will do. Super chat, whatever you want to send. But those in the chat that aren't bots, appreciate the bots too. Those down here live, say something to me, man. You got any questions, anything y'all want to add before I get off this live? I think I was forthright and honest in this blog, just as Jazz the rapper was. There's a lot of problems. Female battle rap is not dying. Hopefully it's replenishing. We need some new hitters. But I'm going to tell you with the elephant in the room, what it really needs is what the shot in the vein that male battle rap had in the last 10 years. They had industry rappers come over here, about a dozen of them. Half of them, it was a disaster. Half of them was all right. A few of them was good. And a lot of them stopped, but they tried their hand and they was brave enough to do it. Some of them used to be battle rappers before this battle rap era in the late 90s, early 2000s. Came back to battle rap and did all right. Some of them did really good, exceptional. Some of them we accepted. Shout out Cassidy, whatever y'all think of him. He's part of the battle rap community, a huge part. He came back and became part of it. What I'm getting at is this. No females ever came here. No industry females never came to battle rap but Remy. And she didn't come back to battle. She came back to do a bigger thing. Shout out to her. No matter what you think about Remy Ma, she was brave to do it. And she had a big heart to come back and do what she's doing for us now for female battle rap. But we never had a female come back. Maybe Lady Luck, but I always consider her a battle. You know what, Lady Luck? Let me stop. That's my girl right there. Lady Luck came back and stayed an integral part of the battle rap community. Lady Luck came back and actually battled. I take that, but that's only one. There's plenty of women out here that we would love, even if they bomb at it. You know what I mean? A lot of people think it just be cute, but it will help economically and put some new eyes on battle rap. At least one of these women that y'all like, you know what I mean, that y'all spend money to buy their music. One of these women come over here and try it. And a few of them I do feel have the capabilities of doing well in female battle rap. Now I'm gonna tell you what's missing. And y'all want to agree with me? There's a lot of great female spitters and great female underground rappers because battle rap is an underground sport. Y'all always agree you don't want no industry people. Well, it's an underground thing if you don't want industry people coming through here trying their hand at it no more. So if it's an underground thing, there's a lot of regular female MCs that'll smoke these battle rap females. And y'all know what I'm talking about. You see a lot of these ciphers, especially the ones in New York on the trains and Cali, all across the country, but really the Mid-Atlantic region and the East Coast, there'd be like 25 to 50 women in them ciphers that can spit just as good as female battle rappers, if not better. I know they can translate the battle rap. I know they can give you some one-rounders to get their feet wet. Even them, they don't really have a big name. But if a lot of them underground female MCs, them femcs, them spitters come over here, the ones that be killing them ciphers, give you 2 minutes worth of bars, and the next girl come in and do the same thing, them 20-minute ciphers, The ones that haven't tried, they hand it back. If they came over here, they would light this shit up. It'd be a whole nother sport. I'm telling you, that's the injection in the arm that female battle rap needs. It needs new talent, but it needs less pretenders. There's a lot of females coming over here that are poets and doing a okay job, and some of them just like female battle rap. They were just fans. Say, I'm gonna try to sound like the women I like. Like you're trying to be a clone or a carbon copy of what you've seen. You're almost imitating female battle rap. A lot of choking, stumbling. They get discouraged after a year and a half. You don't never hear from them again. I'm pushing them and I'm looking crazy because they quit already. By the time people are asking me about what happened to so and so or this girl, that girl, yeah, she out, man. I guess she quit. Ain't nobody heard from her. They get ghostwriters, some of them, or get bars. They borrow bars. They be borrowing and still true. I'm like, damn. But shout out to a few female battle rap platforms that still focus on mostly women, if not all women battle leagues, like Grand Battle League, Tampa, Florida. Bars and Roses, of course. Shout out Dejan T, all the staff over there. Shout out Cals at OSBL, giving shots. Boiling Point Atlanta, ATL. Their intention is to have a female division, female battle rappers in ATL in the boiling room. Shout out TBL. GTX was trying it. Grind Time X. I guess they folded. There's a few. I miss Battle Rap Society. Y'all ran JoJo out of here down in Georgia. He was booking a lot of women. Queen of the Ring making a comeback. I only want to call it a comeback. They retooling. We need Queen of the Ring. I ain't gonna say it live. We need Queen of the Ring, man. It ain't been right since, man. We need Queen of the Ring 4 times a year minimum, if not 6. But we got to support them. We got to show up when Queen of the Ring do have an events. Not for no nostalgia reasons. If you really want female battle rap to thrive and move forward, when Queen of the Ring do something, when Babs Bunny do her own thing too, her events, we got to support. Chrome 23 have something, and that's majority female, even if it's the newer tiers and the rookies and the girls just trying out, gotta support it. That whole Chrome 23 process was rough. I'm gonna put it out there now. Remy tried to sign 5 women, 4 women agreed to it. She got 4 new women on the roster. Create names for themselves. They all from the tournament, the second tournament. I'm not gonna name the names because I don't think they want me to put it all out. They like that, but I know the 4. Shout out to T Rex. Glad he's okay. And Murder Mook, DJ Webstar, everybody involved in Baddie Rap, the reality show that's about to drop at the end of this summer. I was in that penthouse in Georgia with them women for the taping of it. Y'all gonna love it. Can't divulge nothing that happened in the house, but that was great. A dozen women in one house. Crazy. Might have been more. They're doing a lot for female battle rap. Shout out to Bags and Bodies too. Hitman Holler, the boss, doing a lot for female battle rap. But that's less than 2 handfuls of platforms, man. It's not enough, man. For it to move forward, we gotta coerce and recruit dope female MCs that have not battle rapped on this level, a cappella in the YouTube era over here. We got to bring them over. Got to start bringing them over. We can bring 15 to 30 of them over here. It's over. It's backlit. It's backlit. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All this internet y'all be watching, y'all see these MCs, you like, damn, she could come over here to battle rap and smoke something. At least half of them. If they know how to structure their bars without beats, and I'm sure all of them watch female battle rap. They all watch battle rap, period. They can come over here and make some noise. One more topic before we leave. One more topic. Let's make it an hour long vlog. One more topic. Those that do book female battle rappers, we got to be fair. Stop treating them like slaves. We've been saying this for years. I understand the money really ain't there like it used to be in y'all budgets and what have you, and y'all prioritize the men as your main events for the most part. But when you got female battle rappers on the card and then not your top tier women who demand a certain price, y'all will give them their price. I know you're getting better at that. The women that want their money, they'll just say no to you. They're quick to say no to you because they're getting booked all the time. The women that don't get booked much, that need to be booked more or deserve to be booked more, if you sought after them, stop treating them bad, man. Stop telling them when they get there, I might or might not have your back end. Don't do that. And women, start signing some contracts, even if they're giving you a little funky $350 in a Roach Motel that you chose to say yes to, and you and your girls had to pack up in a car and drive 795 miles to get to the venue. Least they could do is give you that back end. I'll be damned if they give you a $200 deposit and talking about I might or might not be able to give you that 125 till after I find out what we sold at the door. Them old little janky promoter tricks got to stop. You got to stop treating black women like slaves and like secondhand citizens, man. That old hip hop Jim Crow type ish. Cut that out, man. If you ain't got enough money to be throwing these battle events, man, just stop throwing the events or stop booking women. Do that shit to the men. Excuse my language. Don't do that to the women no more. Don't do that. If you can't afford to pay them, come to an agreement. Sister, I can't pay you. Maybe you'll like the look. Maybe I can put you higher on the card. Them little games y'all play them games, but don't promise them a certain amount of money and they coming out there without the money. They're not going to punch you in the. They're not going to retaliate like a man would, and y'all know that. Stop doing that, man. Stop doing it. Stop trying to holler. It's business. Just book them. You don't know them like that. Stop trying to flirt. Man, just book these women, make them feel comfortable. And another thing, have battle rap water on the stage. Battle rap water is a game changer. Have battle rap water on the stage for these MCs, male and female. Make your clients comfortable. Make the people you pay for a service, make them feel comfortable. No more one-star motels and hotels. It don't got to be expensive, but do some good shopping as far as where you put these people. Female battle rappers. There's two sides of that coin too. Stop missing your flights, man. Messing with your head. Whatever you're doing, get up 4 hours before your flight and be there 2 hours before boarding. Stop missing these people flights and they got to rebook you and you didn't make. You know what I'm talking about. It goes the jankiness goes on both sides too. Let's all do good business, man. Black business is important. It's the backbone of hip hop when we're doing business. It's black business at the end of the day. Let's do right by each other. Treat the women right and women treat the men right too. Especially if you get a female to running a battle rap platform, you got to treat a female league owner right. Come on, don't do that to your sister. Yeah, let's just be better in 2025, y'all. We coming to the middle of 2025. It's the beginning of the summer. And I mean, it's the female battle rap movement. Light Skin You, aka DJ Super God, official turntablist of the battle rap community. Check out my radio show, Worldwide Radio, Battle Rap Music Radio. Know what I mean? On the block105.com, Eastern Standard Time, every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Hour long show. Cutting, slicing, scratching, just battle rap music. Music of battle rappers only and freestyles. You know what I mean? Like I said, you know what I mean? Hit the super chat. want to donate. I'm about to be out of here. Appreciate y'all for watching and listening. Shout out Jazz the rapper, man. Jazz had the spaz, but she got the truth out. We out. Peace.